1 2 1 2 1 2 testing 1 2. I feel like those MCs. Oh, I didn't realize the Christmas decoration are gone. I didn't realize the Christmas decorations are gone. We're in February. Time, tick, tick, tick. And time is the most precious thing. Once it's gone, it's gone. Like, 2022 is not coming again. Kwa jina naitwa Leyla Karaha, natoka Tanzania, but I live in Dublin, Ireland since late 90s, so I've been here for a minute. And I'm an entrepreneur with a background in accountancy and finance. I grew up in Dar es Salaam, the commercial city. So I would say the capital city, but the capital is Dodoma. But Dar es Salaam is where everything happens until recently. Because now the government moved to Dodoma. So everything, if you want to do any business with the government, you have to go to Dodoma to get your stuff done. But before that, everything was happening in Dar es Salaam. Well, it started out a few years slowly. And I knew, like I said, my background is in accountancy. So I used to work for different non-profit organizations in Dublin. But I knew that I want to start my own business eventually. But at the time, I didn't have any business idea. So I was networking a lot in the city, being around entrepreneur and see if I can be inspired to, come up with something. And I think it was about 7 years, I attended this event on social innovation, and I found my, light bulb moment when the panel were talking about the different initiatives that they're working on. I'm very impact-driven individual, so the business I wanted to focus on, it has to be impact-focused business. And so since 7 years ago, I've been in my journey slowly, and it took time, to really find myself, my passion, what area in business I want to focus on. And I narrowed down with 2 areas, with events and with access to finance for women. So at the moment I'm doing both. I have an organization that does events, networking events, connecting specific social entrepreneurs and to showcase, their business. And also my other business, which is still very new, is access to finance for women entrepreneurs, which will be a crowdfunding platform. We are working on building that platform at the moment. So we're making those baby steps. So your why network started because, as an immigrant, I starting a business at the time. I was so lonely. I was, on my own most of the rooms. And also for somebody who wants to start impact-driven business at that time, it was also not very popular. So I was alone in most of the space that I was in, networking, and I wanted to start, to build my own tribe where I feel connected with the people, like-minded individual. So I ended up starting just one event, networking event, showcasing the few social entrepreneurs at the moment, and it grew up, to a full-on social impact business now. And so that's your Y Network. It's a community. We do events, from networking events to we'll be doing podcasts soon. And also we do Techstars, Startup Weekend Women events, where we help women to, start their business, take their business idea from their head, and work on that like a boot camp, a weekend thing. We have that event actually next month. Coming up, we do these events every year, once a year. So if you're a woman, even a man, you have a business idea in your head but you haven't explored it, do join us. For that weekend, it will inspire you to move forward, because that's where I started myself a few years ago. I attended events like this, with my idea in my head, very scared, very not very fully confident of what I wanted to do, and that weekend really inspired me and give me the boost of confidence that I needed to really explore the idea, do more research, and make those baby steps to where I am now. Yeah, so that's what your Y Network is all about. So KPESA, it's a crowdfunding platform for female entrepreneurs to access funding. There's a huge funding gap for female entrepreneurs in the world, in all levels, from micro, to medium, to even tech startup female entrepreneur. So we want to have this platform to help women access finance and democratize the whole process of access to finance and access to market. And we started, like I said, we are working on our product, our platform at the moment, our MVP. Hopefully we'll launch sometime this year. And we want to start in Africa to be our first market, specific East Africa, specific Tanzania. And then after that, once we have our product market fit to take it global, we have plans to move from Nigeria to Brazil to India to anywhere where women really struggling to access finance. So that's what KPESA. Yeah, so for immigrants anywhere, when we immigrate to a different country, we leave all our network at home. So, and in business, it's all about who you know. 80% of the business of successful, to be a success in business, 80% of who you know, and 20% is what you know. So who you know is very important in business. So to be able to build that network was one of the difficult part of myself. I found to start a business. That's why my first organization specific focus on building network. Those events, networking events we're organizing is about connecting people. And myself also, although I'm connecting other people with each other, I'm also connecting myself with other people and building my own network. So really important, if you want to start a business, you have to first build your network, because it's all about who you know. People do business with people they know and trust. So if you want to be in business, you have to know people so you can build those relationships and build those trusts. Yeah, so that's very difficult for most migrant. Yeah, I think. There's a plenty of opportunity for entrepreneurs in Ireland. Ireland is one of the best countries to start a business. The government is really focused to empower people who want to start a business. They have different programs, they have different grants out there, and so it's up to us to go for it. I think that's one of the things we're missing. Every time I'm in the room, in entrepreneurship rooms, I'm the only one. I'm like, where are my people? Even when I organize events to help people, entrepreneurs, like the upcoming Texas Startup Weekend, we are struggling to get Migrant to register. We even have free ticket for Migrant, and they're still not, applying, sign up for these events. So we need to put ourselves out there, but there's so much help. There's Leo. I'm not sure if you're familiar, the local enterprise office. The Leo, they're in every area in Dublin and every area around the country. They have their own local enterprise office, but for Dublin it's Leo. So just Google Leo Dublin. You see the one near you, and you go there. They have mentors there. They have all the information, different funding you can apply for a new business. Starting out, they have funding for you to pay your first employees. They have funding for you to do your research for your business. There's like a lot of help. It's just, I hope, most of us will put ourselves out there, we ask questions, and when we see this opportunity, like different events coming up, we sign ourselves up, and attend these events, because you never know. If I didn't attend that event I did in 2019, I think, on Startup Weekend, I wouldn't. And I was the only African woman in that event, and it changed my life, because that gave me the boost to, plant the seed that I needed to start a business. So put yourself out there, Google Eventbrite, see what event on entrepreneurship is available, attend those events. There's Dog Patch Lab, different, they do events, community events all the time, and they really encourage people to start a business, and especially not just any business, although any business is good, especially in tech, because tech is the future. So please, if you're African migrant, there's a lot of problems that we can use technology to solve them. So if you have a tech idea, just, Google what events, what networking events. Start with just attending networking events, because then you ended up connecting with people who will inspire you or who will connect you to other people who can help you take your business to the next level. So put yourself out there and attend those events. Don't be afraid to be the only one in the room. Don't be afraid to go to events that you don't know anybody. Just go. Yeah. Well, first of all, when I was in college, I did accounting and finance, so that background really helped me with, understand the business, how the business is run, how to manage money, especially for us African. Most we don't generate generational wealth because we're not good in managing our money. So most of our business in Africa, the only one generation, and then when they died, whatever died, the whole business died. So that accountancy background really helped me, understand how to, manage my finance. And also, you know, after when I finished school, I did work for a few years just to build my confidence and also to understand what I want. I think the most important thing for us is to spend time to really find out who we are and what we want to do, because when we do that, we ended up doing things that we love. And when you work on something that you love, you don't feel like you're working. Don't do things because it pays the bills, or because I know paying the bills is important, but while you're paying the bill, find the things that you're really passionate about, because I'm telling you, when you find that thing, you do it 24 hours and you won't get bored, and it will pay off 10 times than the job that you do because you want to pay the bills. Yeah, so, and education and also self-development, like, don't, if there's an area of business that you are lacking on, just do those small courses and develop yourself, because I did a lot of those different courses. I did there's a program in Ireland called Springboard that the government do. Like, you have option to do different 1 year or 6 month courses that will really help you. I did one on innovation and entrepreneurship, I think, and it was really good. It really helped me. So do those things, and yeah, they will help you to grow your business, because when you're starting up your business, you have to do everything yourself. Of accountancy, how to do your books, and yeah. Cool. Yeah, so make sure you know a little bit of everything when you start your business, because you'll be the only one. You'll be lucky if you have a co-founder, so you can combine your skills. But if you're on your own, so learn a little bit of social media, learn a little bit of bookkeeping, a little bit of everything, so you'll be able to run your business until you grow your team. Yeah, and the worst mistake you can make is you not develop yourself, not self-developing, not doing those small courses. Like I say, Leo, if you go to a local enterprise office website, they have different courses. They have starting your own business course. It's only like 6 weeks. They have bookkeeping for your business. It's only like few weeks. So do those little courses. That will really help you to prepare yourself to start your business. I did a lot of preparation before I, officially start my business. So don't be afraid to take your time and really do the work on yourself. Have your, I think somebody really taught me to do my own SWOT analysis. I don't know if you are familiar with SWOT analysis for the business, to analyze your strength, your weakness, your threats, your whatever, the SWOT analysis. My mind is blank. Yeah, but Google, if you're not familiar with what SWOT analysis is, Google SWOT analysis, and SWOT. And yeah, so S for strength, W for weakness, O for opportunity, T for threat. Yeah, so the usual is done for business, but try to do that for yourself. Analyze what's your strength, what skills you have at the moment, what's your weakness, what are you lacking, what's the opportunity, what opportunity are available for you, and then what's the threat, what are the things that you don't know that may come in the future that you need to be aware of, and try to prepare yourself. So when I did that, I knew my weakness was I needed to do more networking. So I work on my networking skills because I'm very introvert. So I had to learn to be extrovert when I needed to do, and it helped me. So analyze yourself and work on your weakness, strength your strengthness, because you have to play on your strengthness, and take those opportunities out there. Like I said, there's a lot of opportunity out there. If you go to the Leo website, you see lots of brands, a lot of small training codes. There's opportunity, lots of events. If you go to Eventbrite, networking event for entrepreneur, like the one we're having next month, Techstars Startup Weekend Women Dublin, those kind of events, sign up for those and attend. Yeah, thank you.